What appears to be the problem? Ah, yes, I see you are incredibly ugly. Well, I'm going to prescribe one suicide, and that should clear up the problem for you in no time. Thank you very much for dropping by. Here you go. Now get out. Your ugly face is distracting me. Preferably chop off your own head. Welcome to my office. This is where I do businessy things. You know, make phone calls and la-di-do. Got to make sure we have that shipment on time. No, I'm just pretending. Yeah, so this is the office where I operate my clothing line from. And also where I do my filming stuff from. I mean, mostly I do just spend my time watching kitten videos and puppy videos. Look at it, he's like a little
he wastes no time with so tenacious tunneling of his own.
A follow-up from my last video. Obviously Leeds was incredible. All the acts I think that I recommended were awesome. The ones that I saw anyway, a couple of them clashed, so I couldn't go to all of them, but the ones I saw were fuck shit amazing. Shut the fuck door. Anyway, I've seen a lot of vloggers do first time videos, so I thought I'd do one myself. The one that I always remember is that I always had a bit of a thing for Kelly from Saved by the Bell. I don't think I'm alone in this, because and that must have been when I was like 11, 12, something like that, and I just thought she was the most beautiful person in the world. See what she looks like now. I mean, she must be in like her 40s now. 39, I was close with 40. Damn, girl. Damn. I had a good taste when I was 12. I could see right through that dress. Anyway, time to stop perfing on people. Yeah, so that was my first crush. First car. I've not seen anyone do first car yet. My first car was a Renault Clio. It was I think a Mark III. Had a 1.2 litre engine. I adored it, but it did break down a lot. And it's really put me off French cars now. Seriously, the amount of time I spent at the side of the M60 when I had that car is unreal. Literally, I was like a mascot for the M60. I'd just be stood on the side like every day, like waving to passing cars. Like, hey, yeah, it's me again. It's sort of when my love affair for cars began, really. Not in that way. I don't have sex with cars. Although, thinking about it, there is another video of mine that maybe does suggest that. I don't know what I'm doing with this pen, I'm just waving it about. It's obviously some Freudian thing, like playing with my dick or something like that. Right, I'm gonna stop with it. In primary school, I was always in trouble, like all the time. But there's one that stands out to me. About me and 8 other kids. This is when I must have been in like year 5, maybe year 6. And this was a big deal, like all of us were in proper deep trouble. Remember, it was about a kid had claimed that he'd been racially abused. Which even then, I was still very much the person I am now, like I'm very much pacifist and against all that sort of stuff. And literally, I had nothing to do with it. I still remember being sat in the office, all of us getting told off, like really properly in trouble, like all of our parents sat in. But I had literally nothing to do with it. It was just the fact that I spent so much of my time in primary school in trouble that I got roped in. They just sort of went, he's always in trouble, it must have been him as well. Was, if I remember right, Wheatus's self-titled album. And the reason why, it was a really strange reason, was because I remember Nickelodeon had a show called Tucker. You might remember it, it had Seth Green in it. And the trailer for the first series of that on Nickelodeon featured Teenage Dirtbag. And I thought, this tune's great, I used to love that advert coming on. So obviously I found out who it was, and then I bought the album. Tucker's probably killed himself now anyway. I remember getting drunk. I definitely drank before it. I definitely had been drunk before it. But the one I definitely remember was when I was in year 11, or I might have even been year 12. And I got invited to a house party. How have I got another pen? Where has this come from? Yeah, and I remember I got off with a girl who then became my girlfriend for 4 or 5 years after that. That's why it's quite predominant in my mind. That's why you shouldn't drink, kids. You end up in long-term relationships that end horribly. Mine was a very dull story. It was fine. It was fine. It's a very dull story. I had sex with a girl and that opened the floodgates and it's caused me nothing but trouble since. Does anyone want a free hug? You can have a free hug. But you can't get me, because you know where I am. I'm in the camera. Touch my face. Alright. Touch it. Put your finger to your screen and slowly stroke my face. Yeah, that's the spot. Feels good. Right, stop it now. Yeah, wait, right, stop it. I'm gonna come. Oh, laugh. Not gonna do that on the internet. Not again anyway. I think that's everything. Oh, first gig I ever went to was Corn. You, Mr. Cameron, talking to you. I'm gonna get back to watching kitten videos. So fuck off. That was rude. I'm sorry. Don't fuck off. You're watching I've been Dabby and you've been you.